I'm delighted to be sitting here today in Purpple's HQ with the three founders of Purplle.com, India's largest online platform for beauty and grooming, and a Verlinvest portfolio company since 2019. Manish, Rahul, and Suyash, thank you so much for joining me.
Cut to 2011 India, and if you see how things were at that point in time, you had very limited penetration of beauty in India, and you could walk into a very expensive store in Bombay and you would get the kind of assortment and experience that India deserved. And we saw our sisters, mothers, our friends, women specifically, not even getting that opportunity because they were not part of Bombay ecosystem or they were not part of Delhi and stuff like that. And we wanted to kind of solve that. And that was one of the drivers when we started beauty. Even though we were men, and we thought technology could bridge that barrier.
I would say makeup is something that we took a little bit longer to appreciate. But, I must tell you that I'm quite pro at any kind of makeup now. So be it mascaras on my eyelashes or be it, trying lipsticks and liquid lipsticks and lip glosses.
The first phase for us was just to convince people that e-commerce can happen on in a vertical like beauty. The second step was finding capital. I think the third thing, which sometimes kind of us getting swayed by what happens outside. We've typically seen that our contrarian view, even though that might not be what everybody thinks is correct, has typically held us in good stead. Wherever we have kind of gotten swayed with external opinion on what is the right thing to do, we failed and we've taken a setback.
We were looking for an investor who was very interested in building consumer brands. I think second very important trait that we were looking for in investors is, I think, their long-termness. It's usually much easier to build a company if, you have somebody who's riding with you for, let's say, 10-15 years versus somebody who's riding with you for like 3.5-4 years. And I think last but not the least, I would say, you look for partners who are as transparent as we want it to be. Coincidentally, I would say Verlinvest fits those criteria really well. I thought the Verlinvest team was extremely humble, significantly more transparent than any other private equity firm of their size and scale is. And I think because it has access to perpetual capital, it tends to be significantly more long-term than most private equity firms which need to return capital to their LPs. And, we hope to continue to stay partners for another 5-6 years. As I said, 10 years is that horizon.
We believe that the data that we are collecting specifically about their beauty personas and preferences help us create those very unique, tailored journeys. Whether it is creating personalized recommendations or it is using augmented reality to let them try virtually makeup products over live video, or it is about helping them experience skincare issues or, getting them educated about the skincare issues just via a selfie, or, using ML translator to now give them a very localized and vernacular experience. I think AI and emerging technology has helped us really up the game and create a very disruptive shopping experience for the consumers.
Ever since, I would say, we started doing well, I think this has been a core agenda for, coincidentally, the three of us, that, we want to spend a lot of our money and, a reasonable part of our time in trying to see how kids who don't have access to great education can get access to great education. One of the things that obviously excites us a lot is, our ability to create jobs in India. as part of Purplle, what we want to do is, there are lots of women in India who are, say, at-home women. They don't work or they don't go outside to work because maybe they don't feel confident enough to work outside, or maybe their family doesn't allow them to go and work outside. I think trying to create some sort of employment for them would be a great outcome as India becomes a, double income generation family structure. And so, as part of Purplle, we want to train a lot of women to become, I would say makeup artists, skincare consultants. Every year, we donate a small part of our revenue towards NGOs that work for, upliftment of women who are subject to violence and sexual abuse. But I guess, our journey is just getting started. I think it will evolve over a period of time. But yes, I think we're quite serious about it. So, I think 5-10 years out, you should see what we come out with.